Well, it happened again, and quite frankly, I'm not surprised whatsoever because it's always happening, in particular in Democrat cities like Chicago. And last night, we had a 26-year-old woman who was just traveling on the train, and like normally people would, and somebody threw a cup of gasoline on her, and well, then bad things happened after that. On top of this, we also had a pregnant mom walking down the street in Chicago and get jumped by a mob of other future scientists and or people who just didn't do anything wrong or were never, they were just misunderstood. I don't know. You could pick whatever kind of excuse you want. This is, and by the way, you have, people in Illinois saying, we don't want Trump to send the National Guard here. I would argue that there are probably a lot of people that do. I certainly would if I was any one of these women. Let's look at this story quick here. A woman 26 set ablaze on Chicago train by male passenger. Months after Ukrainian refugee also suffered a similar fate. A woman was set ablaze by an unidentified male passenger while riding on the transit system in Chicago. Now, I don't know if we have any update on, let's see if we have any update on the, let's see here. I have a feeling, but I don't want to like jump to conclusions. I don't want to go on a jump to conclusions, Matt. Apparently they got into a fight with some 45-year-old man. But what's interesting is this man had been arrested 22 times since 2016. A man with 22 prior arrests. Why do you think they haven't shown us any of the photographs of who did it? Because we know. 22 prior arrests sets a woman on fire. Listen to this.
All happened just before 9:30 last night on that Blue Line train. Chicago police tell us a 26-year-old woman got into an argument with a man that police believe is 45 years old. That argument turned physical, and at some point he threw liquid onto that woman and set her on fire. The train ended up stopping at Clark and Lake. The man took off running. Now, she was able to make it out of the train, but then she collapsed.
22 prior arrests. Now, the fact that we know he has 22 prior arrests means we know who he is, which means he's going to be one of the usual suspects. Now, I will put up a video if I'm wrong, but this is going to be, and who knows? Maybe it's some guy with schizophrenia or whatever the case is, like with the Ukrainian person, allegedly. I don't think that guy was schizophrenic, but he definitely had some sort of mental issues. It's possible, but you have J.B. Pritzker saying his state is safe and doesn't need the National Guard. Brother, I would argue, and by the way, like there's always this weird misconception about, when people talk about we don't want to be safe. It's not like only white people want to be safe. It's like Democrats say this kind of stuff, like there's this racial undertone where it's like, well, only white people want the National Guard here. I bet you in private, you ask any black or Asian or whatever, person who lives in Chicago, hey, would you mind extra cops around to protect you from getting set on fire? They probably would be fine with it. But the Democrats just want these people living in fear. I mean, I don't know what the liquid is that he poured on her, but it's obviously, it was either highly, high proof alcohol or gasoline, something like that. Why are you traveling with a cup of gas? I don't know. She suffered severe burns in critical condition. Probably, half of her scalp was burned off. I mean, this woman is going to be permanently disfigured now because they want somebody with 22 arrests out on the street. This is another picture of a, quote, unidentified man who gave the old pokey pokey to a woman on Chicago transit system. Look at what he's carrying with him. You know, again, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this, but it's not good. And it's I don't even know how you fix this. I don't know how you fix this, to be totally honest with you. It's bonkers to me. And people keep voting this way. Oh, here's some more information, actually. And by the way, we're going to get to this mother who was attacked too.
The 26-year-old woman's condition has not changed since last night. She is still in critical condition here at Stroger Hospital with burns on more than half of her body, including her face.
Just seen her lying on the ground, and she was kind of hyperventilating, in a lot of pain. She was really, you could tell she was really in bad shape.
Well, we know that this woman was saved by a number of Good Samaritans on the train with her.
I'm not sure you would want to be saved. I don't know. I don't know.
The police believe that the substance that was used as the accelerant was gasoline.
So he had gas. Why would he have a cup of gas on him?
The Blue Line train was...
So he was traveling the train with gasoline on him. What?
Nearing the Clark and Lake Station around 9:45 last night when the woman was set on fire. Chicago police say it started with an argument between the 26-year-old and a man appearing to be in his mid-40s. It's still unclear what that argument was about. Police say the man then poured some sort of liquid on her during the argument and ignited it. And you heard Alderman Riley say that police told him it may have been gasoline. When the train did stop, police say the woman got off and fell to the ground. The suspect took off running. CTA trains and stations have...
See, that's what's interesting is, like, if this is some person suffering like a mental break or whatever, how do they know to run? How do they know to take off? 22 prior arrests, according to some reports. Then we have this, also same day, Chicago, Illinois. Pregnant mom and her children jumped by some school kids while trying to protect her babies. The mother has also has some serious medical conditions. These kids and their parents should face charges. This is a pregnant mom. By the way, I don't know. Maybe this woman has a bunch of crime and all this stuff. I don't know. What I could tell you is she's walking her kids home from school while nobody else is walking these other kids home. Not a parent among them.
Come on, blood. Shamar looking at. Shamar. Come here. What you want, Shamar, foot? Shamar, foot. What you want, Shamar? Shamar looking at. Come on. Look at them ankles, blood. Shamar looking at.
Well, the ankles aren't looking good, I'll tell you that.
Julia.
She's very clearly pregnant.
Hey, foot, don't touch my brother, foot.
Oh, hell no, those ankle asses.
By the way, somebody just punched the child off camera, by the way.
Look at them bitches, Greg. Crackhead.
Kids crying.
Other bitches, Mari. What's
I mean, I gotta tell you right now, to be honest, if this woman would have whipped out like a bat and went to work, I'd say it's totally justified. I don't care if they are kids. They're certainly not acting like kids. And there's 25 of them. Now they're punching. They're punching the kid while he's holding on to his mother's pregnant belly and kicking her.
The little kids in them, not the big kids. The big kids not touching them. I'm saying the little kids. I was gonna smash that bitch on my brother.
Yeah, I love the guy at the camera smashing it. Also, I love how this girl's got a coof mask on. No, now she's punching. They're punching the mom. They're punching the pregnant mom.
Hey, fool, let my homie go.
Again, now I don't understand what is going on with this woman. She's pregnant. She's sick. She's getting jumped by a mob of parentless teens. This is Chicago. You got one woman getting set on fire. You're getting another woman jumped by a mob of quote unquote youths, because that's what the government will say. It was youths. It's always youths. Just like the kids in the Big Balls situation. They were just good boys and girls. By the way, they got no prison time for what they did to him. Tried to carjack him, is what it looked like. No, they just got, I think one of them got like a little bit of probation. That was it. I mean, first of all, yes, we will agree that it's parenting. Kids don't come out of the womb this violent and unhinged. They grow up around that. Now, you could argue, well, rap music or video games or whatever. No, it's the parents. By the way, every one of those kids look like 12 or 13 or younger. Why are they? Where are their parents? Not one of them. The only kids whose mom came to school to pick them up were getting beat up. Now, I don't know the history of this. Maybe that one kid did something mean or said something mean. Doesn't really matter, does it? It's not the point of this. It's absolutely unhinged behavior by inner city youths whose parents aren't around. It's a tale as old as time. All those kids are going to grow up to end up in prison, and everyone is just going to say more racism. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you have a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.